Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope all of you are doing good. So the HMD Fusion is having its global release at this point of time, and there's already indication that it's in markets like in India. And the Fusion for me is a fantastic device in terms of its hardware and its capability. If you've checked my previous review on the device, you can see how capable the camera is, the primary shooter is. Of course, it's not going to be as robust as what the Skyline has to offer, but the 108 megapixel camera is definitely good for still photographies, definitely for daylight and also the low light, because it shares almost the same algorithm as the ones on the Skyline. Now in terms of videography, I feel that the 1080p either 30 or 60 frames, which is stabilized capture, is more than adequate for what we need in this category of device, because the Fusion isn't just any other mobile device for you to be comparing it with. This is definitely a different take into a modular concept, and HMD is going forward to see how a modular device would suit the current trend. So with that said, I am working on the flashy outfit review. Thanks to HMD Global for sending a review unit, but that's going to be coming in the next few days. But today's look is into another smart outfit, which is the HMD Fusion gaming outfit. So really interesting gaming outfit. Now I hope I don't butcher this review, because if you've been following my reviews in the past, I don't do gaming, definitely not into that. So I'll try my best to give you a neutral review on this, and hopefully that would be adequate. Now in the Asian market, this retail about USD $40, and I hope you can see that this is meant for the Indian market. And a couple of details on the HMD Fusion gaming outfit which I think is important to note is that yes, it is only compatible with HMD Fusion. It has an immersive gaming experience, vibration feedback. I think a lot of people would actually appreciate this. It's got an ergonomic design with a 3.5mm out jack, and outright it also has this information that states that the Fusion cannot be charged when you are playing a game. So let's take a look into the HMD gaming outfit, and let's discover together what it can do for you. In its package, what you get is the HMD Fusion outfit itself, the gaming outfit that is. So I'm going to remove this rubber protection, and it does come with a USB-C cable if you're wondering, and I'm going to put that aside. So other than that, there's pretty much nothing inside, and you do have an important quick start guide that you want to read before you go further, so that you are more familiar with the controls of the gaming outfit. Now, so this is HMD Fusion's gaming controller. I think this is a new chapter in devices or accessories made by HMD or Nokia per se, and you can see that it comes in a single black color option. Generally matte is built of plastic, I feel, and you can see that the top ends here, either ends where the device sits, is actually protected with this rubberized material. So this is very important and a very good touch, so that it doesn't actually damages or indents into the Fusion device when the device sits here. And I feel that you can see that the rubberized ends where your hand sits and wraps around the control itself feels really nice, and I think it is adequately sized for my Asian hand size, I would say. And I think all the controllers here all the buttons here actually feels really solid, really well built, despite the price tag about USD 40. Now let's take a look in detail on the buttons and available ports on the device. So I'll go through this. You've got a USB charging port here, which allows you to charge the HMD Fusion directly through the gaming controller without having to remove the gaming controller and the device apart. But do take note that when you engage with the charging aspect of the gaming controller, then the data communication between the pogo pins are actually blocked, so you can't be playing and charging at the same time. I will be sharing that in a bit. You got a 3.5mm head jack here to enjoy stereo output, and of course the buttons here. So you got the R1, R2 buttons here. These are probably programmable buttons that you can use as a combinations of clicks for certain games. You got two joysticks, which I feel they are very well built, really feels nice, and you can see how the top end of the joystick is actually curved, so your thumb sits nicely here, so it complements the shape of the pulp of your thumb. And you do have a couple of buttons here. You got a turbo button, you got a home button, you got a start button, and a select button right here. So you got also a keypad here and the standard ABXY button over here. So I'll suggest you to go through this, the start guide, which gives you a detailed description of how each buttons behave. And you got two strips of light, a blue light here and a red light here. The blue light indicates there's a data communication between the controller and the Fusion. When it's successful, this allows you to control the Fusion through the gaming controller here. And the red light lights up when the device is being charged, and you'll notice that once the red light is up, the blue lights will shut off by itself. Now, a couple of HMD logo here, HMD logo, human mobile device, HMD there, and you slide here, more HMD branding inside. Now, I find that the easiest way to have a successful pairing is to probably use the top end of the device, slide it in and push it all the way down. If you got a successful contact between the pogo pins at the back, on each devices, the blue light is supposed to light up. At this point of time, it's not. So what I'm going to do is just make sure that it sits properly well. Once you have a successful contact between the pogo pins, the blue light will light up. And once you have this successful connection, then it's a stable connection that won't be interrupted with any form of movements from the device. Now, just to show you what charging does, is that once you put in to charge the device, and then you'll see that it charges the device itself. But once you do that, the blue light stops showing up and the red light is lighting up here. And once it's fully charged, it'll be a stable red lighting here, otherwise it will be blinking. And my device is actually fully charged at this point of time. So once I remove the charge, and then you'll see that the blue light will return. Now, I'm very sure that the experts of the games out there, the gaming controller out there, could probably control the entire Fusion device through the gaming controller itself, and you can see that you can actually interact with the Fusion device through all these buttons, so probably not even without touching the display of the device itself. So in hand feels really steady. You can shake whichever way you want, and it's definitely a steady, stable contact right here, and definitely feels like an actual game controller and a game device in my hand. Most of the famous or the trending games do have a game controller support. And having said that, even the vibration feedback from the games is something that I've actually experienced coming from the device, like the phone itself before, but you don't get that anymore on the game controllers here. And this is probably because it has been removed, and I can't find any games that supports this. And probably those of you who are expert into this gaming would be able to find maybe a couple of games that is able to utilize the full potentials of the gaming controller in terms of all the buttons, the combinations, and even to create your own shortcuts in that sense, as well as to experience vibration feedback from the game itself. And probably this is where games that used to sort of like stream the games, controller that can control games that you stream on your device, probably this is where the HMD gaming outfit would perform really well in that sense, where probably those games would be supporting much more better than what the current Android games has to support or has to offer. So this is a quick look into the HMD Global's gaming outfit. I think it's really well built, definitely one of a kind right there, and definitely a first for me. And as I said earlier, not into gaming, just to give you a quick look into what the gaming outfit looks like. I think for USD $40, I think it's really well built, really solid, and I think that for the pro gamers out there, you'll definitely enjoy it. Now, if you're wondering whether the Fusion itself is powerful enough to run most of these games, you can actually run pretty much PUBG and Genshin Impact at a lower setting. As I said earlier and many times before when reviewing the Fusion device, the Fusion is a reference device for upcoming more powerful or better spec newer versions of the Fusion in the future. So at this point of time, this is rather to test the market, to make people familiar with what the Fusion can do and its potential. We're not going to be expecting solid hardware at this time around, but if the HMD Fusion becomes something that is successful, you will definitely get a much better, more powerful version of the Fusion in the future. I do hope that what HMD Global is doing will gain its due traction, and I feel that a modular device like this and something that actually you can personalize or customize according to your liking is definitely something that which is, I feel, is probably a niche in a certain aspect, but also something that is interesting because you can always do something new with your device over a period of time. So that's all from me for now. The flashy outfit review will be coming next, and I hope to see you in the next one. Do stay safe and take care.